Hello and welcome to Two Indoor Gaming, and it's been a while since I've recorded last. My apologies for that. I had to move house, then I got sick and trying to find a suitable recording spot in the new place. And all the other stress and things that go along with big life transitions. It's all been happening. So there's been a few updates since I recorded last. One, these beautiful ghosts. It's still the Halloween update. Halloween was yesterday here. Day before, I can't keep track. So we'll have it for another week or so. The community's hit its communal candy reaching goal up here, community candy campaign. So woo, everything's unlocked. Very nice feature. Creativerse has seen some really positive changes recently. Playful have been doing some great work. Personal favourites with the gameplay changes. 300 limit stacks down here. Yes, 90 instead of the 99, it's now 300. Yay! That is very helpful for someone like me who loves to terraform. I can just sit out in the field all day and clear grass and dirt, and it can stack up and stack up. 3 times as much I can carry now, which is awesome. Love it. The burst fill feature is also very good, makes blueprints even more accessible. With the community blueprint store, now you can put together things so much quicker. And that has been a great... Now you may be looking around, this world here is not my usual style. It's a bit of a mismatch. It's a bit here and there, and the reason for that is this isn't my world, this is my son's world. And no, not 6.4. One of the other things I've been doing a lot lately is teaching my youngest son to play Creativerse. He saw how much fun his older brother and I had playing it, and he asked for me to teach him, and how could I resist those little 6-year-old eyes looking up at me? And so I've been teaching him Creativerse and helping him explore the game, learn how to play it. He didn't even know the WASD keys on the keyboard, so it has been a bit of a process, but when it comes to introducing him properly into the world of gaming, you know, something beyond a little touchscreen, iPad and whatnot, it's been a really great game to do it. We had to turn the mobs off because they were freaking him out just a little too much. A little too much stress there, but the fact that we could do that for him, and the blueprints have made it so much simpler to teach him what's possible, what you need to work through things like rods and slabs, and getting the materials, processing them, getting what you need, matching the blueprint. And then because of the burst fill, he's seeing it come together very rapidly, and he loves it. The problem is he loves it too much. He wants to build every blueprint ever made, it feels like, and so we have a bit of a hodgepodge here and a lot of unfinished projects. If they're finished, it's generally because I finished them for him. He did do most of this house, and then he got this off the blueprint store, and as you can see, he's been experimenting with different things here and there. He likes the hidden temple things, so it's got, yep, like that. We put together the castle, and it's got hidden temple blocks in it too. He likes that substitute feature. And that's the thing, things like burst fill make that really easy. This Scooby-Doo over here, we actually put that together. He really wanted to put a blueprint on his store, like I have and his brother has. He wanted to do one. I had to explain to him he had to build his own thing. And we came upon the idea of doing a Scooby-Doo pixel art because he loves Scooby-Doo. So we found a picture, and then we pixel arted it with LED blocks and asphalt. And that was a great process, and he was able to then put it on the store, and so he's got his own blueprint on the store, and it's got like 50 subscribers, and he's just stoked, absolutely stoked. What made this project easier though is the feature they added in one of the recent updates of cutting and pasting the LED number color codes. You can actually copy and paste the code. So we found the right colors for the collar and whatnot, the right RGB code, and then we could put it in and copy and paste it to the blocks, and it made it that much quicker and easier to put together. Just a little thing that probably never would have occurred. The change didn't really register with me until we put this together, and then I was like, this is the best change ever, because it made that really possible for a 6-year-old to put that together without it being supremely monotonous. And I love that. Playful of making these changes. They're putting costumes. The community wanted it. They've done it. It's not something I'm interested in. I don't get the impression that devs are super interested in it either, but they're responding to the community. Really good community engagement lately. Even things like the Halloween campaign can feel a little repetitious, beating up the ghost mobs, but it was innovative and lots of fun for the first 20 odd idols, I have to say. And the loot is interesting and new and good. That's been fun. The blueprint competition, also good. They've put in, since I last recorded, the Galactic bundle, which looks very impressive. They put a lot of thought and really good design into it, with things like the terminals and the sleep pods, and even adding the first curved, rounded slopes to the game. Lots of good planning, good execution. Design is brilliant. Space stuff is not really for me, and it doesn't gel with the sort of towns and things I tend to build. I know a lot of people are happy, and that's great. Everything in the game doesn't have to be for me, and it's good to remember that. As long as there's enough for me to enjoy it, then it's great. And I do enjoy it. I love it. So I will end up making some galactic items, mainly because my son wants to, like this thing. 20,000 blocks of Miru galactic devastation. I mean, how cool does that look? But you know who's going to be building most of it, don't you? Yeah. But it looks cool. But what that does bring me to the one, I don't know if it's a negative so much or something, just an area of concern for me. Bringing my son into the game, initially I just let him play on my account so he could do anything. I put him in a world I wasn't that interested in, so he had access to a lot of blocks and he could play around a little. But of course he wanted his own account, and he wanted to play alongside his brother or alongside me, and we got two computers, one that can vaguely play it and one that's pretty good with it, so we could do that. So he wanted his own account, so we got an account, and then it was like he was feeling that limitation. He wanted to create a new world and be totally creative, and so I got him a pro account so he could make as many worlds as he want, and he could explore the options. But that got me thinking about the pricing, because I want him to be able to let his imagination run wild. Game is great for that. But I was looking at, if I wanted to give him full access to everything, if I wanted him to be able to build something like this galactic thing by himself, I'd have to get him that bundle. And all the other things he wants to build, the medieval bundle, and the industrial bundle, and the hidden temple bundle. Like over in the distance there, he's got a hidden temple blueprint he wants to make. He can't put any of the blocks together. This galactic blocks, he can't put any of those together. I've got to do it for him, because I've got access to everything. I wanted access to everything, and I was happy to pay for that access to everything. But looking at giving it to him from Go to Woe, let alone filling in the gaps with my older son account, and I was just factoring in those costs. And I think the game is really starting to reach its outer limit on sort of Go to Woe costs. If you were just starting the game, you wanted everything. You wanted to be able to build any block in the game. I was looking at the pricing for that. Just for the super bundles, 800, 1,000, 800, 1,000. Okay, that's 3,600 coins. If you want all of these extra add-on bits, what do we got? 100, 300, 500, 700, 900, 1,100, 1,300, 1,500, 1,700, 1,900. I've got a couple here. Let's say another 300. 2,200 plus 3,600. So that's 5,800 coins. If you want the costumes, and of course my son wants all the costumes. We got 5 items here. Cool, your glove, and even, you know, he wants it all. That's another 1,500 roughly. More or less, yeah, 1,600. So what did we get to? We got 5,800 7,400. You're looking at roughly 7,500 coins to get everything. And obviously you don't need to get everything, and the game is free to play and you can play it free. Absolutely. But if you want the full experience, if you want to be able to go into that blueprint store, choose any blueprint and know you can make it, and make it so it looks exactly like it comes, you're looking at that 5,800, and if you want to add on the costume, 7,500. So if I want to give my son everything, all of those options, I would need somewhere in the vicinity of 7,000 coins. If I was willing to cut back on a few things, say just give him 2 costume items or something or whatever, I was working out I could get him the welcome bundle and the bonanza coins. That gives him 6,500. $50 plus the pro, $20, and that's US. So $70 for that. Say you don't take any of the costumes, but you want a couple of extra coins for something new that comes out, or if you want to skip ahead and buy the blocks for a recipe because you're time poor or you're just lazy, you got a few extra coins. It's a $70 experience to go from free to play to have freedom of play. That's a AAA title price. That's I'm okay with that. Personally, it's worth it, and the playful are worth it, and I don't want them to fire a single staff member. I don't want them to limit a single feature because of income flow. I want their income to be steady and constant and plentiful because I love the game and I love how they're developing it, even post-release. They're totally engaged, and I can tell they enjoy playing the game themselves, and that makes all the difference. So I'm cool with that, $70. But what happens when the next bundle comes out? And they add more costumes that people have to have. Not me, obviously, but yeah. New blocks, new features, like costumes I wasn't expecting, and certainly I wasn't expecting it to be such a highly priced feature. Like each one of those, like 300 coins, roughly translates to $3. $3 US, which is like $4 Australian for each item of costume. Each new bundle is approaching that $10 figure. It's going to really add up, and I think they're hitting their limits of price. I would pay $70 for what I've gotten out of this game. And I'm going to end up paying that $70 for my son because he's getting so much out of the game. He's already logged over 100 hours. It's brilliant. The fact that he can play and enjoy it so much on a different level to me, we both get such enjoyment out of the game. It is great. And like I said, these features with blueprints and whatnot are really making it more accessible to him and letting him develop and learn the game to a point where he can then be more expressive and be more creative himself. But it's just hitting that edge. But that's my thoughts on the moment. I love a lot of the changes they've made. I don't mind if they're not all for me, but I'm just watching that price point creep up and up and up. And maybe there needs to be some half price sales on bundles. Maybe after 12 months the bundles just need to be permanently reduced in price, or there's an introductory get everything for $50, $60, $70, whatever. But I think it'd be good if they looked at that sort of thing, because I remember when I first looked at the store and it had this sort of bounty of coins. Why would you pay $80 for a bundle of coins? But now I'm thinking that's a wise investment. That's where it's getting to. Okay, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. I hope to be getting more videos pumped out now that I've got myself settled, so I'll see you around.